And now, from Glasgow.
So hi guys, welcome to stage 37 and 38 of the Infinity Gauntlet. In this video we're going to be building up two more sections of the centre of the forearm, which is parts 4 and 5. But it is new pack day, and this particular pack we get a free gift, and this is the free gift that we got this time. And I think this is absolutely wonderful, and I will explain why. I didn't start the Iron Man. I like the Iron Man. There's a slight bit of regret about the Iron Man, but obviously I haven't done it, and I'm probably never going to do it now. We are also doing the Infinity Gauntlet, and this is an Iron Man. Is it the Iron Man one? It is the Iron Man, isn't it? So that's rather nice. So it's Iron Man, but it's a gauntlet. So yeah, I'm rather happy with that. That's a nice little addition. So that will go on the shelf with my finished gauntlet, which I'm very happy about. A little bit of a funny bit of paint under there, but I don't think you're going to notice that. So as a freebie, I mean that's got some quality about it. It's got that feel. I will put it back in its box until we have completely finished. But that is a very, very welcome free gift. It's not, you know, when you get things for free, you're kind of expecting something quite cheap, because, you know, they're not going to give away stuff that's worth more than the actual item that you're buying. Right, so this is issue 37. And you'll find out in a moment why I'm doing a double episode. So this is, oh, that's not too bad actually. Right, so this is part numbers. You know, they don't name their parts. So this is part A59, and that is it. That's all we're doing in this issue. So, you know, we've had this before with a couple of pieces. You start off with a piece, you do nothing with it. The next issue, you know you're going to join this the next issue. So let's move on then to issue 38. And although we've got a smaller part, this has got more to do. And I'm actually very happy with that. I will take less bulk with more to do over big bulky pieces any day of the week. Now this is probably going to make a noise. No, that's come out quite nicely as well. So this is called piece A60, which makes sense because that's A59. And we also in addition get 6 screw number 1 times 6 plus 2 spare. So there should be 8 screws there. And I've got a feeling one just shot across the table as I tipped out. No, there is 8 there, so we're going to need 6 of them. So, nice simple issue this week. We are going to take piece A60 and we're going to add that onto piece A59, and I've actually got to work this out. Is it going that way? I don't know how it's going. Right, so let's have a look at the magazine. Let's get the orientation correct. So this is A69. This is A60. It's meant to go like that, but that is not going to go like that. Unless it goes over it. It does go over it. There we go. So we've got all these recesses down there, and that's actually going to go. So it's not adding any depth, any width to it. As you can see, look. There's the width of it there. But it's adding more depth to it. So we are going to need 3 screws, 1, 2, 3, and I think I will pop the middle one in first. Now we're going to get the lecture off people about the oil. Do you know what? Let's use oil, shall we? So I've just dropped that screw. The only problem with having to use oil is that I have to put my see what I mean. Although what I can do, what's going on there? There we go. Right, let's pop a drop of oil into the actual target hole. That's too much there. And there we go. I'll just get my cocktail cotton bud. I've just put a little bit too much oil in there for my liking. So we'll just suck a little bit of that up. Okay, we'll pop that part on. Like so. And I'm going to use this screwdriver to get them started, because the main screwdriver that I'm actually going to use a different screwdriver, something that is magnetised. That's not working either, is it? Oh dear. Not having luck here. There we go. Right. Is that even going in? Doesn't feel like it's going in. That's not, that's because it's in the wrong bit. Sorry guys, I've lined that up incorrect. No. Okay, that's gone crazy. What's happened there? Right. That's... Okay, sorry guys. That's me. I've gone temporarily mad. So actually pop the screw... Oh. I think these screws are immune to magnetic screwdrivers. That's better. So that's going in there like fine. I did actually oil the correct holes. I just put the screw into the wrong hole. And this ratchet screwdriver is fantastic. There's an awful lot of screwing though. It's not like some of them where you just do 3 or 4 screws and it's in tight. Right, so that one's in. Now this one, I can see it's slightly out of a line. That's why I like to put the middle one in. So I've just got to give that a little bit of a push. And just up there, it's definitely that screw. Yeah. Just want to make sure it's the right screw hole. You'll know if it's not the right screw hole because the screw won't connect into anything. There we go. So once it takes a little bite, the ratchet action works on the screwdriver, because then there's enough friction to activate that ratchet action. And then the last screw, there we go. So as I do one screw, the ratchet doesn't work because it's not actually connected enough into the screw. So a couple of turns, and look, now it's in enough just about that ratchet works. And the further I drive that screw in, sorry guys. Right, so make sure all of these screws are in tight, and always go back and check your first screws, because sometimes with this being metal, you put this one in as tight as it will go, and then if it's ever so slightly out of shape, once you put this one in, it'll pull this one, which then means perhaps it's not quite in enough. So always check. What I do is I go through over 3 screws. If any of them move, then I go back to the first one and I'll tighten that one up. That doesn't need anything really. That's fine. There you go. None of them needed any more tightening. So we check the part is in place, and yeah, that's absolutely perfect. Right, so the next job, we need to bring in our forearm that we've been doing in previous issues, and now I can see that what we've done is a mirror image of this piece here. So what we're going to be doing, we have 3 pegs there, 3 holes, so let's just do a quick bit of oil just to please the 5-in-1 fans, and I'm liking this way. I've got a dropper bottle with a very tiny nozzle. I'm actually going to be rebottling my 5-in-1 oil. 5-in-1, 3-in oil, 1, 6-in-1, I can't remember. Right, now this isn't a perfect fit, I can tell that, but once I screw these in, it will pull it all into shape. So as normal, I'm going to just pop the first screw in. And so long as I know that these 2 screw holes are in the hole, I can do this one as tight as I like. You don't have to go fully. In fact, on this particular case, I'm not going to. Right, and then we put the second screw in. And exactly the same as before, guys. Pop these in as tight as you can, and then double check them, because as the screws go in, it pulls the panels into the correct shape. I'll be honest with you, I'm saying this is a lovely build, and I do mean that, but none of these panels so far have been 100% perfect fit. But as you're putting the screws in, it's pulling those panels into shape, and they have been a perfect fit once the screws have gone in. So again, there's quite a lot of turns of the screw to get it in full. There we go. So now I'm going to go to screw number 1, and that needs some tightening. There we go. Screw number 2. There we go. Screw number 3. Now, because one of the screws did move, I'm going to go over them again. No movement. I don't think either of these will move. Oh, there's a little bit of movement. No, it's no movement. And that one's fine. And then we double check this piece. This is a little bit loose. Funnily enough, it's the piece we did in the previous part, in the previous stage. There we go. I don't think a little tiny bit of movement will hurt it. Once we've got the whole thing done, I think it will all support each other, but it's nice to get it done as best you can. So there we go, guys. That is it done up to issue 38, and that is big. That's half of it, and it's taking up all of the screen. Right, guys, so I hope you have enjoyed this issue. The next issue we're going to be working on, I believe, the centre of the forearm. And I've got a nice little surprise for you. There's be a little bit of content where we don't do any building, but you'll be quite excited about it. Right, guys, so take care, and I'll see you next week when I start on issue 39.